It's pretty easy to mistake intuition with fear, and it's actually done a lot. In today's video, I'm going to share why it's important to know the difference and also 3 ways to tell whether something is your intuition or fear. Hey there, I'm Anna Davila. I'm a purpose mentor, breathwork facilitator, and shadow work specialist. Subscribe for my best tips and practices on developing your intuition, connecting with your power, your magic, and stepping into your soul mission. Why is it important to know the difference between fear and intuition? The first point I want to make is that fear is not a bad thing. It's actually something that can keep you safe. It can show you where healing gets to occur. It also shows you where to step into to get out of your comfort zone, which means growth. But fear, if left unchecked and if you follow it, it's going to lead you astray. If you follow fear, it's going to lead you nowhere fast. Fear is actually coming from a very loving place, but it is meant to keep you where you are so that you do not venture into the unknown, which your subconscious mind interprets as danger. Anything that's unknown is interpreted as danger. And so, in order to keep you safe, fear is trying to keep you where you are right now. And since fear wants to keep you where you are, it's leading you nowhere. When you follow your intuition, on the other hand, it's leading you towards the life your soul came here to experience. That includes career, that includes partnerships, that includes different experiences. Unless you can tell the difference between intuition and fear, you're not going to know which path you're on. You're either going to be on the path of no growth and staying exactly where you are, or the path of fulfillment, joy, abundance, growth, and living the life that your soul came here to experience. And I just want to make it very clear that there is no judgment here. It's a choice. You can either choose to follow your fear and the path that leads you, or choose to follow your intuition and the path that leads you. What I invite and what I encourage is for you to make a conscious decision instead of not knowing where you're headed based on not knowing the difference between fear and intuition and when it shows up. Know the difference, and then you get to choose which path to take. Again, there's no judgment, there's no good or bad, it's just a different experience, and you get to decide which experience you're choosing for yourself. Okay, now let's talk about how to tell the difference between intuition and fear. I'm going to share 3 ways that you can do this. The first one is to know that fear justifies and intuition knows. Your fear, when it's communicating, is going to give you a story. It's going to say this because this, and then this other thing, and this other thing, and this other thing. So it's a story that's running. Intuition just knows, and it doesn't need to justify itself. So it just tells you this. So it's a shorter, very neutral this. It's not trying to convince you. It doesn't have an agenda. It's just giving you the truth information of this is the path that's going to lead you towards your highest timeline, the life your soul came here to experience. Fear, on the other hand, is trying to convince you, and it's going to try to tell you why you should do the thing that it's telling you to do. A quick example that I've used in the past: if I'm considering going to an event and a part of me wants to go and a part of me doesn't want to go, then I'm going to connect with my intuition to get the answer as to which one I get to do. So if I ask the question, should I go to this event? And then the answer is yes, because you're going to meet people and that's going to give you opportunities. And therefore, your business is going to grow and you're going to meet the love of your life and you're going to meet your soul friends and da, 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 da. All of that is a story. It's justifying. But if the answer is yes, and that's it, you're going to know which one is which. The very clear, no justification answer is your intuition. The story is your fear. The opposite example, if the answer is no, because people are mean and they're going to judge you and they're going to think that who do you think you are to be there? That's fear. If the answer is no, that's your intuition, right? Again, your intuition is not trying to justify or convince you or has an agenda. It is just giving you the truth. Second way to tell the difference: notice how it feels in your body. When that message is being communicated and you're trying to figure out, is it your intuition or is it fear? Notice how it feels in your body. Does it feel constricting? Does it feel nervous like energy? Does it feel heavy? Or does it feel calm, neutral, expansive? That's going to tell you whether it's fear or intuition. Intuition tends to be neutral, it tends to be clear, it tends to be calm. We are made to believe that intuition is super loud and like a lot of energy, but it is not. Again, it doesn't have to prove anything. It's just communicating the truth. And so notice what you feel in your body. And if you haven't practiced this, it's going to be really powerful to practice because this is going to support you in connecting with energies and working with your magic. And so you can start here. The third way that you can tell the difference between fear and intuition is the 3-second rule. Formulate a question in which the answer is going to be a yes or a no. Ask the question, and then the first thing that comes in the first 3 seconds, that is your intuition. Your intuition knows, so the answer just comes. Fear, there's a delay in the answer because it needs to go through a type of algorithm looking at all the different experiences you've had and all the possibilities of the bad stuff that can happen and who are you to da, da, da. It goes through all of that and then it gives you an answer, right? To try to keep you safe. Again, it's coming from a place of love, but we're not necessarily going to follow that path. Depends on where you are in your journey. You're going to want to choose differently potentially. It comes in the first 3 seconds, that is your intuition. And trust it. Is one thing to know the difference, and then how are you going to trust it? So practice this, choose one knowingly, choose another knowingly, and then keep track so that you can develop evidence as to what happens when you follow fear and what happens when you follow your intuition. And that way you can continue to grow and make empowered decisions as to how you get to navigate life. Let me know in the comments when was the last time you were unsure if something was your intuition and fear and how you were able to tell the difference. If this video was helpful, definitely like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on more videos like this. And if you think this is going to be helpful for a friend or a family member, feel free to share this with them so that they can also be able to tell between intuition and fear. It is my recommendation to follow your intuition because it is leading you towards the life that you're here to experience. It's going to lead towards fulfillment, joy, abundance. It's also leading you towards growth. And growth isn't always comfortable, but it is worth it. So definitely share this video to support others on their journey. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this community. I'm really excited for all the different trainings that I'm going to be creating for you. So stay tuned. I will see you on the next one.